Cinema 4D for me is the first stop for me when it comes to trying out an idea or playing with something.
When we pitch something that's been made in Cinema 4D already, when approval comes, we just go right back to Cinema 4D, animate everything out, and we're finished with the project.
Lustigerweise ist Cinema 4D inzwischen nicht nur in der finalen Produktion ein wichtiger Bestandteil, sondern tatsächlich auch in der Konzeption.
Previs helps us plan the actual production, and then of course when we get to post, all that previs stuff is replaced by actual 3D material that we create in Cinema 4D.
What I really like about Cinema 4D is the workflow. It's got a tremendous amount of depth, but it really is designed for a single person to dive in and handle all aspects of the job.
I like that it's more affordable than the other 3D software packages. I like that there's free versions for people to learn. I like that when I meet new artists, I can tell them to download it for free and check it out.
What I like about it is the fact that we can bring in new talent and they can be up and running within like a week or two.
It's just really fun to play with and to experiment, and it renders really fast.
I like how simple projections are. It handles a lot of data, especially large geometry, really easily.
The tools for motion graphics artists are unparalleled in there. They're fantastic. They're easy to use.
MoGraph, without a doubt, is the game changer. I don't, you know, like I said, there's no other 3D tool out there that's making that sort of procedural animation that easy to create.
Gerade wenn man halt Lichtpanels und Softboxen und so weiter hin und her schiebt, da mit dem interaktiven Renderer zu arbeiten, das ist doch schon ziemlich cool.
そうですね。Cinema 4D のツールとして欠かせない部分っていうのは、第一にその土台のソフトウェアがすごくしっかりしているという点があると思います。
Physical render is a great step in the right direction for photorealism and for people that want to push the more stylized motion graphics into the photorealism world.
But what I think cinema does well is they don't just build all the functionality, and they take a step back and they say, how can we make this easier to use, and how can we make it more beautiful, and how can we help people make the right decisions when they're building these things.
The simplicity of the workflow, where all the tools are placed in a very logical and intuitive manner.
And that's my favorite part. As I get into cinema, I start creating really quickly, and I start playing, obviously, really quickly.
Ich kann halt arbeiten, ohne dass ich von einem Programm behindert werde.
There are shots that I worked on that where first time I look at it, I was like, you can't achieve it. But once you start playing it with it, and just you keep coming out with new things, and Cinema 4D is able to let you be free.
They really listen to the needs of that product base and those users, and I think that's something that is really special.
I love the community, man. It's great. So many kind, generous people.
I tweet out any Cinema 4D users out there who can help us with a shot, and just, you know, the problem is turning them away. They want to help. It's a great community.
En France, en tout cas, il y a une communauté bien soudée et qui aime bien faire la fête ensemble, surtout, je crois. D'ailleurs, je ne sais plus très bien si ils utilisent Cinema 4D pour avoir un prétexte pour faire la fête, ou c'est le côté festif de ce logiciel qui leur amène à faire la fête. Faudra leur poser la question.
Okay, here's what I would say to the After Effects user that hasn't used 3D. If you have played around in After Effects 2.5D, if you've grabbed a camera and you've grabbed a layer and you've clicked the cube icon and started to fly around and you thought, wow, that's really cool, play with 3D.
Touch 3D.
Touch it.
Touch it. Yeah. 3D is awesome.
Yeah. Why are you so afraid of all this stuff? It's just stuff.
What are you doing, man? Get into 3D. Everything that you can do in After Effects becomes that much more beautiful when you can bring 3D into it.
Nehmt diese Chance, dass ihr euch einfach angucken könnt und tut 3D in euer Toolset mit rein, ab jetzt, liebe After Effects User.
Cinema is the package for any After Effects artist. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm just reporting what has happened in the industry.
Try Cinema 4D.
German engineered awesomeness.
Yeah.